What is up, everybody? Welcome to Southern Life. Jose, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to see what $500,000 price range gets you in the South. We're going to look at a few southern states, just to wretches down south, in the South. We're going to look at the southern region of the United States and get an idea how far that money can go. Welcome to my channel. I hope we can have a few people join us here in the evening. And let's do it pretty much, y'all. So, yep, $500,000. I know my filter's set at 350, but we'll catch a few other properties. Let's fix this filter right here. In a lot of places in the South, it won't even let you set it that high, but we're going to try. Let's see if we can even get some results in some of these towns, because a lot of these towns you can't even get 500,000 people. 500,000 people, $500,000. Only 3 people on board, so it's off to a slow night. You guys are unpredictable, man. This live stream's not going to be too long. We're going to wrap this up fairly quickly. So, $500,000 and up price range. How fast can you spend $500,000 in the South? Well, here we're going to start around Alexander City. Alexander City is around Lake Martin. Now, I don't really like Alexander City, but there's a lot of really expensive real estate. And these aren't like full-time properties. These are houses where people come in, you know, for, hey, sup, Jose, what's up? Welcome on board, BG Loco, que vuelta city. These are houses that people come down from Atlanta or something like that. These are really wealthy people. They'll come down on Lake Martin and they'll have houses here just to get out of Atlanta or something. New Mexico, hey, welcome on board. So today we're going to see big money stuff today. We're usually looking at affordability. But I'm thinking about my future, and my future looks bright. I'm thinking maybe in the future, just kidding, I won't be able to afford these houses. But anyways, maybe somebody else out there really has a big wallet, and they're wondering, what can I do with a big chunk of money in the South? What does $500,000 get me in the South? Y'all ready? Let's do it. So this is Lake Martin. I don't like Alex City too much, to be honest. I thought it was where I'm gonna, when I first came to Alabama, it looked really good on paper. But then I got here and I was like, yeah, I don't really like it all that much in person. The terrain's too hilly, and up and down hills kind of makes it dizzy. So I kind of like where I'm at, where it's more flat. I mean, it's hilly, but it's more flat. It's a very hilly terrain. Makes for great scenery. So, like most people here, they're not full-time residents. They're just here for a while. So let's see what $500,000 gets you in Alexander City. This one's right in Alexander City, actually, which is kind of odd because most of the really expensive real estate in this area is going to be around Lake Martin. So this one's right in the city of Alex City. It's a beautiful home. It must be 100 years old or something. Let's see how old it is. Built in 1895, so this is definitely... It's been on the realtor for 166 days, so these types of properties don't really sell all that quickly in the South. So look at that, man. We're talking 125 years old. Wow. Can you imagine? 125 years old. Houses. They used to build houses back then. They'll never build stuff like this anymore. It's a big house. And the heating, a lot of places in the South, you can get a house like this for $110,000. Not in this condition, of course. But the thing is, it takes a lot of money to fix up these old houses. When you see one that's already fixed up, just keep in mind how much work it's taken to keep this house up. Wood rotting, materials, I mean, yeah. Looking at some nice little touches here and there as far as, antique picture frames and stuff. I wonder if they'll let some of that stuff stay there. They probably will have to in a house like this. I think of furniture a lot of times. It's like, Tampa Dog, what's happening? 813 in the house. Hey, were you the guy who was burning down stuff a few months ago? I heard there was a guy called Tampa Dog 813 off on Nebraska burning stuff, trying to get inside of them pawn shops. Were you part of that situation, my friend? Just kidding. You don't have to answer that. I'm just messing with you, man. Welcome on board. We're trying to see what $500,000 gets you in the South. I mean the real South. I know in Tampa you can't get nothing for $500,000. I mean like the real South. So this one's it's a big antique mansion. It takes a unique person, even like somebody like me, would probably pass on an antique mansion. Can you imagine how creepy it is to wake up in the middle of the night? Katie's doing some cleaning. Hey, Katie, they want to know how you're doing, Katie. Katie! She's in the other room doing some cleaning. You can scream across this house. It is so well insulated. You know, it's like in the 50s outside, I think, tonight. I'm not sure what it is outside. What is the current temperature in... Current temperature... Current temp in Millbrook, Alabama. Alabama. It can be like... It's 63. It still feels kind of cool. It's going to get down to 56 tonight, so it's going to get really cool. It's going to drop a few more degrees. 56 is already cool, and I still have to have the air conditioner on because the house is that well insulated. The same thing, you could like scream across the house, and you will not. Here's a new construction. Now, new construction is always an interesting price point to look at. This one's probably directly on Lake Martin. Yep, it is. It's got a 3-car garage. Beautiful driveway. I don't know if that's just a normal driveway, if they did something special to it. Maybe it's just a normal driveway. I don't know. It kind of looks like marble. Am I wrong? Katie, they said hi. Nice weather. Oh, it's amazing weather over here. So here's a 3-car garage, new construction. Again, ooh, they kind of did some craftsman, style touches. That's always nice to see. Ooh, look at that interior. See, this is, if I was going to be in this price range person, I would want something like this. I think old houses, it takes a weird person to buy an old house. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and hearing a sound and walking through some houses 120 years old? Even if you're not in the... Oh, Katie's in the chat. We got Katie here. It says Katie's Cooking Channel. She's across the house, and I'm here. It's kind of weird. We're in the same house, yet we're communicating through a live chat. 2024. So this is a beautiful house. I love the fireplace. They use real... I mean, just think about the work it took to put that fireplace in. That's real work right there. Lots of real wood. This is spectacular. This one's $760, I believe, and it's in Lake Martin. We're looking at big money houses today. I love it. I love it. Love every little bit of it. Oh, I love the way they decorated this house, too. Oh, look at this walk-in closet. I love the wood floors in the closet. Very interesting touch. Love the bathroom. This is a house where they really put some detail into this. I mean, I don't know how much money they're making as far as the profit goes. But if I was spending, I like this, and I'm not big on Lake Martin houses, but I like this one a lot. I mean, a lot. I like this house. But wait, it's not directly on the lake? Oh, at that price, I can't believe it's not directly on the lake. I thought at that price, it would be right on the lake. I guess it's not. So that kind of changes my whole perspective on this house. You'd think that... And there are some expensive areas here in Alabama, too. Don't think everything in Alabama is cheap. There are some really expensive areas. Gordon Avenue in Naples. The thing about Naples is we're looking for deals. And, you're just not going to get a deal. So we're looking for... If you have, like, $500,000 or up, like... I wouldn't buy a house on Gordon. There's a house on Gordon Drive right now in Naples. The guy wants $1.3 million. And I swear to you, if you ask me, this house ain't worth... It ain't worth $700,000. The guy wants $1.3 million. It's just a regular looking house on Gordon Avenue in Naples. I couldn't see myself paying for it. Like, you know how far $1 million goes in other places? Well, we found the house. It's not on the lake. See, that's the thing. It's part of a country club. It might be part of it's part of a country club. So I guess you can go and be on the lake within the community. That kind of makes up for that price tag. If this house was on the lake, I would understand the price tag. But not being directly on Lake Martin, I'm going to call this a solid pass. Here's one for $640. We're not going to just look at... We're going to go all over the South today. We're going to really expand into more areas. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Welcome on board, Italian sister. Welcome on board. We got all our moderators on here. All good. We're just looking at what money does in the South. I hope this one's on the lake. Maybe this one. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Like, is kind of on the lake. It is on the lake. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in these price ranges, you would expect it to be on the lake. Deep water. I'm not sure what that means. Looks like it could use a new roof. What's up with people not putting roofs on houses in Alabama? And it is deep, you can just tell. Put a roof on it, man. If you're going to sell a house for that much money, put a new roof on it. I don't like this house. I'm just going to say I don't like this one at all. See, that's something about Lake Martin. I don't get these prices. Now, there was one that was $7. Oh, here we go. Is it on the water? There was one for $7 million on Lake Martin. I mean, let's see if it's still around. Oh, here it is. Sorry, $7.9 million. Now, you think about what type of fool spends $8 million for a house in Alabama. You really gotta like Alabama. Spend this kind of money here. That's a lot of money. Let's see what you get. Alice, this is like a rapper's house or something, or a CEO of something. I don't know. That is a lot of money to spend. That's a lot of money, y'all. I like that they did the pavers on the driveway. That's a nice touch. Nonetheless, a spectacular Providence home. I mean, this thing is just spectacular. Cast iron work. Look at that. Okay, this kind of brings into perspective the price tag. Kind of. I don't know if I see this. You know, and rich people, they like making money. Bama for the win, for sure, man. This person really likes, you know, some of these rich people, like they'll buy this house for $3 million and they'll try to flip it for 7 or 8, you know? Wealthy people love to make bank. You know, they're very bold about trying to make more money. So we'll see how much they got it for. I'm going to guess at that price tag, both of these two boats better be included. And these boats are probably worth a pretty penny themselves. I'm going to guess these boats are included in that price tag. I know it's an $8 million house, by the way. But we're looking at $500,000 and up. Yeah, we're looking at real money. This is beautiful, nonetheless. I mean, crap, it's a spectacular property. But is it really worth $8 million, almost $8 million? I mean, might as well call it $8 million with taxes and upkeep. I mean, this is not a property you're just going to have one guy take care of. You need several people to take care of this property. You got your own boat dock over here. Who knows how much that chandelier is worth? Probably, let me see how big it is. It's probably a $5,000 or $6,000 chandelier. It's got a piano. The piano probably stays. It's got 2 pianos. Yeah, so the pianos probably stay at that price tag. And I'm sure I can't look at this anymore. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just more than I can handle to look at. Notice the aluminum, cast aluminum, probably cast aluminum. Staircase upstairs. You know, it's a spectacular. I mean, you look at the price tag. Go figure. We're shopping tonight. Yeah, we sure are. We're window shopping, actually. But yeah, okay, I get it. I get it, y'all. It's expensive. It's big. It's massive. It's got its own gym. Okay, a gym with. I get it, but I wonder how much they bought this property for. Let's find out. It was built in the year 2000, so it's already 20 years old. Welcome on board, Chelsea. We're just looking at some properties. It was built in the year 2000. It's a lake home. It's got a 4-car garage. It's on the market for 50 days, and it'll be on here for a while. I bet you these people, I'm just going to guess. I'm not sure. I'm going to click on property history, and I can already tell you, I think they're making a huge profit. Let's see if that's true. Yeah, exactly what I thought. See, they got this property for $4 million. Okay, see what I mean? You see these profits, guys? They were trying to sell it for... They've been trying to sell this property for a while. They've been at $5 million. They've been at $4 million. Now they're at $8 million. Do you understand how that works? Okay, rich people make massive profits. So this property is not really for sale. This is a rich person who owns this property, and they're like, let's see if I can find some fool with a lot of money. You know, they're trying to make millions off this property. It's a very common thing to see spectator investors, you know. They got a lot of money. They're trying to make more money. Very common. So let's get away from Lake Martin. I honestly don't like Lake Martin houses all that much. Yeah, it's pretty to look at, Um, but again, that's just more money. Even an empty lot here is about $500,000 in some places. So let's run it back to Millbrook. I don't think there's probably anything even over $500,000 in Millbrook. There might just be like a house on a. Let's see what's going on in Millbrook for over $500,000. Come on, computer. Muévete, muévete, muévete. Computer's like, Jose, you're asking me for something I can't do. Come on. What? ¿Qué pasa aquí, bro? Millbrook. Alexander City. Okay, let's look up Millbrook. I don't know why it's struggling. My computer's like, I can't do that. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, let's let it think about that. Computer's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Am I losing signal here? What's going on? What's going on with the live stream here? Live stream says excellent connection. Is not receiving enough. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Here we go, guys. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on with the signal. I hope you guys can hear me and see me clearly. Look up the abandoned property around. That's crazy stuff, yeah. The security and upkeep. Knowing anybody could just boat up to my house. I'm sure these houses are more than fairly equipped. Now, this house, it's on 150 acres. Built in the year 1823. Oh my gosh. This house is almost 200 years old. Let that sink in. 200 years old, guys. We're talking. I have to go back and see that again. I can't believe it. 1823, 65 is right on the other side of this drone footage. So whoever took this drone footage, kind of on purpose, they should have shown that it's right next to the expressway. So right in front of the house is the expressway, Interstate 65. It doesn't have incredible, cotton money for sure, no doubt about that. Some history here. Anyways, they should have shown that it's right by the interstates. I'm sure you could hear the highway from this house. Not in the 1800s, of course, but definitely today. Nice fireplace. It's unbelievable the condition this house is in. I'm sure some of the paintings in this house are probably historic. There have to be some fairly decent historical stuff in this house. You think about the person who's selling this house too. This might be like, it just might be somebody who, inherited this house most likely than bought it. You know what I mean? This is interesting. And again, this house was built in 1823. That's incredible. That's a long time ago. Just think about some of these paintings might be original in the house, or if there's any furniture in this house that was originally here back then. Ooh, those sofas are tacky. They've actually spent a lot of money on modern furniture for this house. It's probably not going to sell furnished, but they really have done some upgrades, some very expensive upgrades. So you're getting a massive house. You're getting, and this is not $500,000 if you're tuning in. This is kind of in the 1.2 million price range, I believe. Interesting floor. It's got charm, of course. Any house this old. I can't believe how well preserved. It looks like the wood's in real good condition. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I'm losing, kind of getting, okay. It's a massive house. And they still have, crap, they have like one bedroom with a bunch of beds in it. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Living history in this house right here, guys. Yeah, some little library. I love the picture of the cows. How do I buy that, man? I love that picture. It's just two cows eating grass. That's great, man. You think about like the people that had this house. They most certainly had people there that were working voluntarily, and they might have been artists. Or might have just had somebody. Hey, this guy's probably paint good or something. I don't know. There's so much to wonder with a house this old. So much history. So much to ponder about. So much to think about and reflect about. I don't know. This is definitely not your normal property. Lots of land. Would I buy this house? I think if it was out in the woods, I would say yeah. But the fact that it's right next to the expressway, is a huge turnoff for me. I love that big building. Um, this is definitely an interesting property, and somebody will buy it. Won't be me, but somebody will. Italian Sister says, it's said it depends on whose picture was taken, because sometimes them pictures can be 10, 7, 5 years. Yeah, it depends, right? Of course. But yeah, I think that's the only house in this area. Here's one in Montgomery. Now in Montgomery, let's find a really pretty one in Montgomery. Here's one in Montgomery. Now in Montgomery, they only have 5 pictures of this house. It's very odd for a listing. Oh no, they got 60 photos. Okay, so they just it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 4,700 square foot. I've seen this house. I think it's. Let me see if it's the one where I think it is. Okay, it's on Fairview. Okay, I think I've been. Let's see where we're at here. It's in Montgomery. It's in Cloverdale. Now, this is an interesting area for a lot of reasons. For one, you're like literally 4 blocks away from the hood. Cloverdale is getting gentrified. You have the schools there, Alabama University. You have some beautiful parks. You got some country clubs. But then, and Cloverdale has a nice little, a nice little district that's getting gentrified. Fancy. It's a fancy area, but it's 4 blocks away from the hood. And when I say the hood, I mean like really the hood. So this may not be for everybody. That's just the way cities are. I don't like contrast neighborhoods, so for me that's already a negative. But again, this house was built in the year 1925. It's a historic home in all its rights. There's a lot of German style throughout the entire Montgomery metropolitan area. And there are some cultural ties to Germany in the area. It's a beautiful home, 1925. Looks like it might have the original dimensional. It's got a slate roof. Quite possibly. Definitely, I've seen this house. It's on one of the main roads. It's a lot of money. It's a beautiful home. But again, it is so close to the hood. Like, how do you live? I would be paranoid. Ooh, that is spectacular. You must really like Montgomery to spend, how much was it? $580,000 to live in this house here in the... Ooh, yeah, it's got a big lot in the city of Montgomery. Man, it seems like a lot of money to me, but it's probably not for whoever has it. A nice staircase, nice chandelier. That's a nice touch. It's got the original old heater, so it's got a very... Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Unbelievable. Very nice. Very beautiful. Charming. I just don't know how I could live in a house this big. So many windows. Oh, look at the fireplace. Unbelievable. It's probably original too. Very well done. Hey Jose, what's up, Walton boys? Just looking at some. I would definitely need a maid. Yeah, a house this big. I mean, Katie and I were arguing about our house, and we're only 1,200 square foot. And we were arguing earlier about cleaning the house. So yeah, can you imagine a 4,700? That's a full-time job. And that's not, I don't know if people think about that, but if you get a house this big, that is a full-time job. It's got its own library. That's always a good thing to have. Not like I would read. Like, who reads today? You have the internet. You can just look at whatever you want. Nonetheless, a charming little touch, especially on a cool day. I guess if you have enough money, you have enough time to do whatever you want. Definitely a nice house. But it's in the hood. It's not in the hood, but it's so close to the hood. Oh, that's so wacky. Ah, that is horrendous. Again, a lot of these details may be original to the home. So, they used to build stuff so good back in the day. You see stuff in old houses, and you're like, they sure don't build stuff like that anymore. They really don't. This kitchen's a little outdated. Some parts of it are outdated. Other parts are modern. So, they kind of did a... I don't know, I guess you got to make it fit the house. Very interesting. Very interesting house. This is a massive house for the price. I mean, this house, can you imagine what this would cost like in like in Long Island, a 4,000 square foot, 4,700 square foot house. I don't know. That's insane. Man, those screen and back porches are a must there, it seems. Yeah, for sure. Mine isn't. Yeah, you really got to have a porch around here. Front and back, by the way, both. We got a little front and a little back. It gets the job done. This house is spectacular. I can't believe there's still more to it. There is. This is a massive house. And it has graffiti on the attic staircase. Not surprised. It says shopper. Oh, man. No, no, no. I mean, it's still in it's in Montgomery, so you can expect some type of hood touch. A $500,000 house with graffiti, and you know you're in Montgomery. Oh no, no, no. Looks like some really tacky ceiling repair work or something. That's a cool hangout area, dude. This house has still got more to give. Man, it is massive. I mean, look at this. This is like a whole nother story. It's like its own little secret loft up here with some pool tables, some ping pong tables, a couch, a sound system. People are really living a workout gym up there. Man, this house, and they actually bring their laundry upstairs. Okay. This is a massive house for the price. I mean, and it's beautiful. Actually, I can almost see myself there. When I first saw the price and the location, I was like, that much money to live in Montgomery, but this house is, yeah, spectacular. I mean, this house in like another place would be into the millions of dollars. So, yeah, it's got another. There's more to it. It's like wow, like it's never ending. Here's a 2-car garage. Whatever this is, it's massive. Absolutely massive. It is incredible. Yeah, so it's like a German style house. Again, 4,700 square foot, over an acre. Yeah, that is a massive house, and it's only $600,000. Again, probably the downside to this property is that it's in the hood. Not in the hood, but extremely. It's a gentrified area. You know what I mean? It's one of those areas where they haven't like built stuff to gentrify it, but the stuff that's it's I don't know how to explain it. It's been gentrified from a economic. I don't know. Leaves a lot to wonder. Anyways, there are other properties in Montgomery that do have more class. I'm gonna guess this is out in the suburbs on the east side. Let's find out. This house is again a 4,000 square foot house, built in 1993. Let's see where it's at. It's probably on the east side. So this one, you will not have a crime concern here, probably, if it's on the east side. The other one is it's a nice neighborhood, but it's adjacent to some serious hoods. Like if I was in that hood, I would go to it has a lake out back. All right. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be on the east side. My internet is a little slow. I'm sorry. I know it's no pool. What a downside, right? Like I just realized that. Yeah, this is probably on the east side. Let's find out. It's probably on the far east side. Sorry that my internet's working so slow. We are in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's on the east side. So I've worked out here. These are some impressive neighborhoods on the east side of Montgomery. So, and again, you're gonna have a Walmart nearby. You're gonna have Starbucks, restaurants. It's the nice side of Montgomery. Definitely not a crime concern in this vicinity. So let's take a look at it. Overall, it's 525, 4,000 square foot. And it's probably inside of a country club from what I'm guessing. So there could probably be an HOA. I don't know what HOAs run for here in this area. $18 a month, really? That's it? Okay, very reasonable. Some of the HOAs in Florida where I was are $400 to $700 a month. And then to join the country club, there's a one-time fee. So if you've never bought a house this expensive within a country club, there's a one-time. In Naples, I know one community that is, hold on to your wallet, $80,000. Yes, that's what it costs just to join the community. Before you buy the house, you have to join the community. So it's a commitment to join some of these more elegant communities, but they may not be over the top here in Montgomery like they are in Florida. All right, so let's take a look at this 4,000 square foot house on a lake. Very nice. in the suburbs with less of a crime concern, that kind of attracts me. I don't want to live in an inner city neighborhood. I don't care how hot nice it is. It's still in the middle of the city. The neighbors' houses are kind of close. It's out in the suburbs. I don't like. It's pretty, but it's not over the top. Beautiful doors. Already for this price tag, it better, being comparable to the other house in the city, it better have something special, because that other house had a lot of special to it. I mean, you're looking at some wood panel fencing in a lake. They got firewood. Very nice touch. I love how they did the broken concrete with the grass running through it. If I can get my hands on some broken concrete, I am definitely doing that on my property, in my backyard. It's going to be about what I can run into. I can't just buy stuff. I got to kind of repurpose. This kind of looks like repurposed material. So if I can run into some concrete slabs like that, I need to make some connections with like somebody that does demos, like really big demos and stuff. That's something I could use. A lot of work, but definitely doable. I've done more than that back in Florida where I was. Let's see this house. It's very fancy. It's definitely lacking the character of the one from 1925. I mean, that house was just... This is very nice. But it's missing character. I love those old houses. They really have so much character to them. But anywhere you go in Tampa, anywhere you find one of those big, giant old houses, they're usually in a really crappy neighborhood because they're in the middle of a city, you know? I love the paintings on the wall. It's a nice house, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely missing character, you know what I mean? It's very suburban. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a refined house. It's very simple. You know, they're not trying to go over the top when they built this thing. You know, nice floors. These floors are probably almost $5 a square foot, I'm going to guess. Granite. It's a well-built house. It's an elegant home, for sure. And massive, you know. I love the wood floors. It's a very toned-down house. It's nothing over the top, you know. Oh, I love the bed frame. See how it's round and it's the same color as the wood floors. It's got its little garage out back. It's a very common touch here in Montgomery. These little detached garages where it's like a shed and it's got a porch. You see a lot of these here in this area. It's not finished on the inside. It doesn't have to be. A little bit of water damage on the bottom. It's got that back porch as expected. I'm not in love with this property. I'm really not. It's on a lake. It's nice. For $500,000, it's not all that much. I'm really not impressed by that house at all. Someone who likes to dance. Yeah, probably. Open concept lets you see the mess in all the area. Yeah, pretty much. Who needs all... That's what I've always wondered, AJ. Who needs all that much space? That is so much work. You know how hard it is to clean a house up? Oh, a house... Oh, I gotta check this out. This is a $1 million house in Montgomery. That's a rare find. Oh, no. 8,000 square feet. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Could you imagine cleaning that house? There are not too many houses in Montgomery that are 8,000 square foot. I mean, $1 million house. What is a mansion? How many square feet is a mansion? How big is a mansion? Let's find out how many square foot is a mansion. I think it's 8,000 square feet, right? Yeah. Okay, so technically, realtors term mansions as houses that have at least 8,000 square feet. That's pretty much a mansion. So within the proper context, this is in fact a mansion. Let's put it on Google Maps just so we know what area it's in. Now to me that area, when I look at a house, I have to know exactly where it is, because the immediate vicinity of a house, oh no, 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 no. It's next to an apartment complex. Hey, this is where we bought our car. Yeah, Chevrolet, Capital Chevrolet. So yeah. That's a little. You have some apartment complexes, and where we. This is where me and Katie bought our SUV, Capital Chevrolet. It's just ow, man, really? There's mansions back there. That is insane. I need to go back there. How do you get back there? On Bell Road. Somebody told me there was big houses on Bell Road. I guess this is what they were talking about. Okay. I'll remember that. Behind the dealership, there's some big houses. Alright. Okay, let's try to soak this in. A $1.2 million house behind a dealership. Alright. Is that marble on the outside? What is that? Chandelier doesn't look like a really expensive chandelier. It looks like a... I don't know if I like the touches in this house already. We'll find out. Big kitchen. It looks so dark in here. It's like a cave. I'm not liking it, by the way. I have, yeah, my house is 12, I think almost 1,200 our place. But when you're paying that kind of money, you probably can afford a maid. Yeah, you definitely need a maid if you got a house that big. You know, maybe from Mexico or Guatemala. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of money. Anyways, I don't like this house. It feels like a cave. It's got a pool. I'm sure this is a very relaxing pool. That's it? Not enough photos. Okay. This person's going to struggle to sell this house, I think. I don't know if the square... It doesn't seem like it's really 8,000 square feet. But it is, because it's $1.2 million. Okay. I don't know exactly what's going on here. I think they're going to struggle to sell this house. It just hit the market today. I think they're going to struggle to sell that house. They need to have more photos. Maybe since the house just hit the market. I don't know. Oh, here's an odd thing to find. This is a more contemporary... there's a proper name for this. I think it's Art Deco, modern. I don't know. We'll find out. There's a proper name for this style. You see a lot of these in Florida. This is in the central part of the city. There are some spectacular houses in the center of Montgomery. I'm not a fan of them. I like it. Jose has a pool. You are big on pools. I get it. You gotta have a pool. So this is, what year is this house from? Hold on, y'all. How old is this house? Built in 1985. Okay, so in 1985 they were building houses like this. So this house does not even match the neighborhood. It's like something you'd expect in Miami. Some architect. Oh, I don't like this at all. That roof looks like it would probably be a nightmare to clean. I'm not feeling this house at all. Especially in Montgomery. Oh no. See, this is the type of architect you would probably have to fire. Does anybody like this style of house? I do in like Sarasota or Miami. But in Montgomery, the type of person who lives in Montgomery doesn't want a house that looks like this. By the way, what a horrible... They did the glass blocks around. Oh, no, no, no. Very outdated. Don't get me wrong, that's fancy stuff, but it's definitely outdated. I just can't imagine the type of person that would live in Montgomery and want a house that's that modern, that's already outdated. I don't like it, Jose. No, it's not me at all. Looks like an insurance company. Yeah, or something. You're right. Okay. So I'm going to be honest. I so far have not found anything that other than that one house from the 19-something. That one kind of was nice. Other than the fact it's so close to the hood. It's too close to the hood. But then I'm a YouTuber. Like, I have to be careful. I can't live in a place like that. But if you're a quieter person, it probably won't be a problem. Okay, so this one is... Again, back to the city of Montgomery. There are some very nice houses in the city of Montgomery. Let me tell you, how old is this house? Let me see. It was built in 1996. Okay, I love the details. I love the palm trees. The style's a little bit wacky. It's got those round ceiling things. You see a lot of that in New Orleans. For some reason, I'm not a fan of it. I guess it's in a private community, so you probably have an HOA fee. Okay, I love this is kind of what you see back in Florida. You know, the big open porches. I love those on big houses. It's kind of this house has a New Orleans touch to it. It's definitely got a little bit of a. Oh, I love pools and ponds and stuff. I like this already. I love the little pond. That takes a lot of work. That's a lot of work to do that. I've done stuff like that on a very small scale. I mean, unless you have a lot of workers and a lot of money, if you're doing something like this yourself, which I may be doing, I just haven't found rocks. I wish somebody just had a dump truck full of rocks they wanted to get rid of. I know how to make this. I've done this type of stuff before, and I love doing it. And I'm great at it. If you saw my house back in Florida, I did some great work. They got koi fish in there, beautiful. And they got some orange ones. They got a few white ones. This is beautiful. I would love to be able to do this. If I could do anything, the thing is, in Florida, to be a structural architect, you have to be an architect to do this in Florida. You have to pull permits. But here in Alabama, you may not have to be an architect to do this. You might just be able to just pull a permit to make ponds and do this. So this is something that I really wanted to do in Florida, right here. This little job right here, I would love to do that. You know, if I could do anything with myself, like any job, I could just do anything I wanted. I would do this. I would do these little koi ponds and stuff. I would love my job. The thing is, in Florida, to do it, you have to take a 2-year class to be an architect. And I think before you can do the 2-year class, you have 4 years of other stuff. So it's not like I could do that in Florida. But here in Alabama, you can just pull a license to pull. I make ponds. Boom, there's your license. Go ahead, have fun. You don't have to be an architect here in Alabama. You can just do stuff here. It's a great place for self-employed people in Alabama. And a lot of people pay cash. Anyways, beautiful house. I really like it. I love how it's all white. Very simple. Very simple. Clean, sharp woodwork. Notice how the woodwork on the floor, it's just not an ongoing thing. They've kind of put lines and stuff. They really took their time on that floor. Nice little fireplace. Beautiful. It's probably got electric heat. The chandelier doesn't look like it's expensive. It's probably like $100 at a yard sale or something. Doesn't seem fancy. I love the woodwork on the. They really took their time on that floor. I have a good taste for stuff. I just don't have money. I just don't have a budget for it. Interesting house. I do like it. I do like it. The exterior is a little bit wacky for me. It's not traditional. I do like this house though. I think a few of like around. There's a few details that are kind of odd about the house, like the shapes and stuff. Gorgeous. It is beautiful. I'm not really with the architect who designed some of these sharp corners and stuff and round cupolas and stuff. That's kind of it's not me, but I definitely know what they went for. They're going for like a New Orleans feel. Man, I stayed at the Omni Resort in New Orleans. It was very expensive. It was like $600 a night, but what a beautiful building. The marble floors inside of there. Very expensive hotel. Maybe now it's cheaper during. You don't like it? Okay. I like how simple and refined it is. What I don't like is the sharp angles on some of the things. See this bathroom. I like it. You know what I mean? It's very toned down. They have lights underneath the sink. They have yellow brass on the faucets with glass. I love the glass block in the bathroom. Actually, one of my favorite things is that. And I love how they went the whole wall on that glass block. I love the simplicity, the elegance and the simplicity of it. I really do. What I don't like is the angles and, I love it. I think it's gorgeous, personally. I love it. It's very, very elegant. A giant walk-in closet. Look how much clothes these people got. Oh, my. You know how much time it would take to have that much clothes? You know how much shopping is involved to fill up a closet that big? Oh, man, I wish I had one like that. Look how many belts. Man, oh, man. I need 3 million subscribers, y'all. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I want to move to Michigan. Very, very cold, my brother. I don't know why you would want to move to Michigan. My wife is from Michigan, and she's like, it's too cold. She's trying to convince me to move there. I was like, the thing about Michigan, it's just too cold. Okay, this house is elegant, and it's massive. A black toilet. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a few touches in this house. I would feel uncomfortable pooping on a black toilet. I don't know if you guys would. I would. I'm not too sure about this house. Like I said, it's massive. It's so big. I've already seen too much, okay? Like I came in for $580,000. If the HOA fees were reasonable, I guess I could. I'm over here complaining about like, yeah, it's all right. I can't afford it, but it's all right. Okay, y'all. So let's look at some. Ooh, look, I gotta see this one. See, this is a more traditional. This is what you think about when you think about living in Montgomery. It was built in the year 1993, and they bought it for $420. Now they're asking $640. I hope that's due to a lot of improvements. I'm gonna guess it's in the good side of town. Yeah, probably. You got a palace next door. Yeah. Again, they went with the round. For some reason, in the 90s, they were doing that here. It's a very New Orleans touch. But anyways, let's get past that. It's probably on the east side of Montgomery. You can just make out some mountain ridges in the background. This is a beautiful neighborhood. By the way, where is this? Man, there's some nice neighborhoods out here. I haven't seen most of Montgomery. I'll tell you what, there's some incredible stuff out there. Big staircase. What's up with that painting? That is wacky. I'm just gonna zoom through here, guys. I've been slowing down a lot. Let's just fly through some of these houses. Da, 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 da. I like it. I love. Is that real brick on the inside walls? I love it. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, it's nothing over the top. What's up with the paintings in this house? They're so weird. Rich people can be so creepy. Do you guys know that? This is kind of odd. I don't like this bathroom. I don't like this staircase. I don't like a lot of things in this house. I would not buy this house. I'm going to pass on it. It may be your taste. It ain't mine. Da, 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 da. Here's one on 11 acres. Now, this is on the north side of Montgomery. Really far out. This is like between Montgomery and Birmingham. So this is kind of probably the property out in the woods, what you're thinking. It was built in the year 2004, so it's not too old. This area is probably boring as crap, but if the house has 11 acres, there's probably enough things to do on those 11 acres to where you may not get bored. And by the way, we're going to be doing live streams from my computer until my data runs out. When the data runs out, then I'll go back on the screen and do live streams. So like from the 14th of the month forward, we're going to be doing lots of live streams from my computer. And then once that data dies, then we'll switch it over to Street. So you'll get it. You'll figure out when my internet ran out. All right, y'all. So this is, I didn't know it's got 11 acres, so it must be the house, the lake probably, maybe this field in the back. Maybe this looks like an orchard, or you may got like some type of plum trees or something. We'll find out. I didn't know there were very fancy stuff out there. I guess there is. This is just to the north of me. There's Interstate 65. Falatco. I'm trying to figure out. My internet's so slow, y'all. This is so frustrating. Bear with me here. Okay, so I've been through. Mountain Creek is really nice. Marbury. There's a Confederate park there, so it may be a little bit too much. Then you run into Deatsville, so you go past Deatsville, Marbury. I did a video in Mountain Creek, very beautiful area. The Coosa River on this side. It's outside of Clinton, and let me tell you, Clinton is a crappy town. You guys remember the live stream we did there? So this house, it just kind of makes you wonder what type of person builds in a house this big out here It's beautiful country, but you'd want to be near a town that's decent. Anyway, it just blows my mind how in the middle of these woods in Alabama, where you would think there's just probably nothing, is an 11-acre house. So let's look at it. 565. And I mean, north of Deatsville, it's beautiful country. So I get why there's so many nice houses out there and everything. I get it. But Clanton is the closest town. And I would have, if I was building this house, I would build it a little bit closer to Deatsville or something. So you can run into Montgomery, because Clanton sucks. But the benefit of this property is, I guess you can do Birmingham or Montgomery, because it's probably far enough in the middle. Let's see here. Yeah. I mean, you could do Montgomery or you can do Birmingham. You're 45 minutes from each one. You're 45 minutes from Alex City, 45 minutes from Montgomery, 45 minutes from Birmingham, but you're 45, like within a 30-minute radius, there's probably nothing to do. Let's look at it, y'all. I'm talking too much. Nice house. I love the front porch with the wicker. This is what I think about when I think about Alabama. Front porch, brick house, 3 little windows on the attic. This is what I think about when I think about Alabama. I love it so far. Love it, love it, love it. Love the ferns. Very nice touch. The live ferns. Yes, this is beautiful. Ooh, yes. Big garage. Big driveway. You guys keep in mind when you look at a house, concrete is not affordable. That's a lot of concrete. So that adds... Oh, it's got a pool! Yes! Oh, right. I could totally... Are those barns actually part of this property? Oh, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can really stretch your money. It's not a giant pool, and it's fenced in for safety. You know, probably the rules or something. Or privacy, maybe. This is starting to make sense. This is why you buy a house in Alabama. You can really... Oh, and it's got a back porch. And they put tile on the porch right in front of the pool. That's a very Florida touch right there. Oh, and it's got a lake view. You got a lake. This is why you buy a house in Alabama, to live like this. I totally... See, out of all these houses that we've seen, if I were buying one, I would probably buy this one so far. I haven't even seen the interior, but just what I'm seeing from the outside, very nice. The only downside is... Yeah, you're 45 minutes from anything. It's really kind of... But it's conveniently located between Montgomery, Birmingham, but it's not immediately somewhere. That's kind of a downside. But I think I would still buy this house, part of the property. The lawn's not in great... Oh, it is. Here's one big building. Awesome. Okay. I like the big building. And it's got satellite. That means they hang out in the building enough to watch TV or something in there. Oh, yeah. And notice that when we looked at it on satellite, they had some... see, they got the tractor, and then they have the... This is part of the land in the back, so what they're doing here... Sorry, my internet is so bad. See all these fields here? See, what they're doing here is they make hay. And each one of those hay things is like $55. So on a field this big, they could probably make $3,000, maybe up to $3,000 to $10,000 off that field. I think that's my rough calculation. It might be more than that. It's only 11 acres. So it's got a lot of land. So anyways, that's why they have that tractor there. I love how it's got a porch. Like the building has a porch. This is awesome. It's got a lake. I hope it's well stocked with bass. You know, even if it's not. Beautiful lake. Amazing. Amazing. This is what I would buy if I were buying a house in that price range for sure. Wow. And again, you know, it's still a farmer. I mean, they are still selling hay for a living. You know what I mean? They still have... Here's this beautiful giant property, and they have let the grass grow so they can sell hay for horses and stuff. So it's still a farmer. This is still a farmer, you know. These are way too high. What are you talking about? 11 acres? We got to see what the house... Big house, big concrete driveway, a lake. You really think that's expensive? It doesn't snow here because you're talking about Michigan. And even Michigan's just getting expensive. Couldn't believe prices in Michigan, how high up they went. Oh, it's got another garage in the back. Let's see the house. I see the building. Let's see. I'm excited. I would buy this, I think. Let's see what the inside looks like. Very simple. Nothing over the top. I was hoping it'd be more open. It feels kind of claustrophobic for a house this big. I like the property itself. I'm not liking the interior. I wish it would be more open. Bigger windows with outside views. I'm not feeling it. It's still big, don't get me wrong. Very big. What's going on here? I'm not a fan of the interior, I'll tell you that. The interior is kind of a little too simple for me, but the property's got a lot going on. And, you know, for your money, to give you an idea, that's all that. I mean, in Naples, Florida, alright, so let's put a stair, which is probably even more overpriced than Naples. In Estero, Florida, a $500,000 house is just a house, basically. You know what I mean? So, let's look at it. Let's see what's out there in Estero, Florida. Let's hop over to Florida. I also wanted to look at other parts of the South, but we never actually... we kind of always run out... I don't know how we run out of time. What's up with my internet, man? Come on. Estero, Florida. There it is, Estero, Florida. Come on. Vámonos, internet. Por favor, funciona, mi amigo. Estero, Florida. Let's run up out of these Alabama backwoods and let's get ourselves... Can't believe how slow my internet's being lately. This is frustrating. This is really frustrating. Please, it's like taking a life away from me. It's a little dark inside. I agree. Yeah, it's really dark inside for sure. Who cares? I'd be outside the main. Yeah, you would be a lot. We're outside here a lot. And my yard isn't that big. You would not believe. You don't have to get a pond to build a. Yeah, here in Alabama, you don't need a permit for. You can build a house. A house. Yeah, I'm sure the possums are a problem there. Here in Alabama, you can build a house. I've literally met people here. If you're building a house in the county outside of city limits, you don't need a permit. I don't know why my internet is running so slow right now. Man, this is frustrating. Anyways, Estero, Florida. $500,000 is basically a normal house. I mean, look at this. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot on a 8,000 square foot lot. That's $500,000 in Estero, Florida. That's not really a whole lot. So you're getting a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's Estero. There are stuff to do in Estero, but it's probably out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why my internet just kind of came to a crawl here. Maybe Kitty's on Wi-Fi. Kitty, are you on Wi-Fi? So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, and then the other thing is this is in a community, so you're going to have HOA fees here. It's very elegant, don't get me wrong. Very elegant house. But you're going to have an HOA fee because this is inside of a community. Very open floor plan. I love these Florida, the way they do it in Florida, the whole thing is open. You can see your neighbor's house all the way around. Very elegant. However, you're still looking at you gotta see, look at this. Like, okay, this has a pool. But if you look, it's got like a wall there, that retention wall. And on the other side of that, you have some swamps. You know what I mean? It's got a clubhouse on a big lake. So these big lakes used to be old quarries, repurposed. Big clubhouses, tennis courts. You pay for all that, you know? So the overhead on a property like this is going to be a lot more than on a property like in Alabama. So, but what you're actually getting is small. You know, there's in a community, this and that, but you're buying the house. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot on an 8,000 square foot lot. Pathetic for $500,000, I believe. Very, very overpriced. I mean, here's one on a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's sold already. And it's, again, a 1/4 acre lot. It's got a pool. Don't get me wrong. It's all beautiful stuff. This is all gorgeous stuff. And Estero is nice. I just think your money goes a whole lot further in Alabama. Oh my gosh. This looks so familiar. I think I've worked in this house. I think I've worked either in this house or in this community. Oh, the other thing about this community, notice how it's got metal bars on the windows. That's probably not a decorative touch. You don't see that too much in Estero, but it does have it. Worthwhile to mention that this house seems like it's got some serious security measures. And you know, your neighbor's house might look exactly like yours. That's another thing. Like, you'll see these communities in Estero where every single house is exactly the same. Like, man, my internet is so slow. It is so frustrating. I don't have the patience for this. I'm just going to close it. Is it going to come around or what? Oh, this is so frustrating, y'all. Anyways, yeah, you don't, your money goes a whole lot further in Alabama. I mean, to get a big house in Estero, then you're talking into the million. Parts of the South. Let's look at Spring Hill, Tennessee. Let's look at Spring Hill, Tennessee. This is south of Nashville. It's a really great area. That's also, you know, see what I mean? Like, okay, here it goes. I think here it goes. Come on. Why is it so slow? Sorry, y'all. I live in the middle of nowhere. That's part of the package when you move out to the middle of nowhere. But if you pay attention, a lot of these houses in these communities are identical. Every single house is exactly. Here's Pooty Home. They're notorious for doing that. Pooty Home used to be, I think they used to be the Vasta Homes. And they've built communities like Island Walk, Island. See, every single house in this Pooty Homes, whatever. Every single house is almost identical to the next. If you were looking for your house in here, you could probably pull into the neighbor's driveway thinking it's your driveway. Because every single one of these houses is identical for the most part. So, same floor plans. They don't really, I don't know. It's missing character. Let's run up to Spring Hill, Tennessee. If my internet lets me. Spring Hill, Tennessee. Why? Not Florida. Okay, Spring Hill, Florida. I think I clicked the wrong one. We'll look at Spring Hill, Florida, and then we'll look at Spring Hill, Tennessee. How's that? What's up, baby?
I'm alive.
Yes, you are. Welcome on board. Are you past your anger fit from earlier? You're just giving me that evil look. Just giving me the evil look, guys.
I've been working.
Okay, so let's look at what $500,000 gets you in Brooksville, Florida. You're uploading a video. Oh, you edited it? So that's why my internet's not working? Get off the Wi-Fi, man.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm doing it on a good cell phone signal.
How does your cell phone get signal and mine doesn't? It's like a life has a conspiracy against me, man.
Because you use more data than I do.
This is unbearable. Why does your stuff work and mine doesn't?
Because I don't call people.
Right. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 4,000 square foot on an acre. It's in Brooksville, and it's in Brooksville. So let's take a look at it. Brooksville has really nice areas, and it also has really crappy areas. Oh, I'll show you guys an area that I really love. Yeah, we looked at Alexander City earlier. The thing about Alexander City, I don't like it, to be honest. I know there's big houses on the lake, and they're pretty. It's a good place to vacation, or if you're a CEO of a company to buy a winter home for Atlanta or something.
Who's on?
A bunch of people. We got 22 people. This is Brooksville, Florida.
JD's on again? The guy who wants to move to Michigan?
He wants to move to Michigan. I wouldn't.
I actually agree.
That was a spectacular. I wouldn't move to Michigan. She's from Michigan, and she's telling you don't do it.
If you have a lot of money and want to
snowbird, probably, yeah, that would work out.
And live there 3 months a year?
And I wouldn't even do Michigan. I would do like Wisconsin or I don't know. How about Ohio? Ohio's a great state. Oh, you're from Michigan. I'm somebody from Michigan. Don't ever say anything nice about Ohio because you're going to have a bottle of water pour on your head here soon. And there it is. Okay.
I will say Ohio is a great place to drive through to get to Michigan.
Get out of here, Michigan. Why do they have a gorilla, a full-size gorilla in their house? This house is just downright creepy. They're going for an African theme, but I think the gorilla is overkill.
Oh my gosh, I've seen houses in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Each one of those shares is
where they're
$1,000.
really, yeah.
Each one of those shares
Mm-hmm.
is $1,000. They have one,
Like
two,
they've
three.
been on safari in Africa type of thing, and they have like
Yeah.
the heads of lions.
Okay, there's way too much going on. This person had way too much money to spend, and had like no idea what to spend their money on.
Yeah.
Overkill. Okay, so basically you get a giant house in Brooksville, Florida, with some very wacky interior touches. And don't ever suggest anything nice about Ohio if you're married to a woman from Michigan because, oh yeah, big pine trees. This is what I like about Florida. Pine trees, nice driveway. I love the pine trees. The grass is really struggling. You're not going to fix that. The grass in Spring Hill really sucks. It's all right. I really wanted to look at Spring Hill, Tennessee. We need to stop looking at Florida and Alabama and expand a little bit more into the South. I really wanted to do Spring Hill, Tennessee.
How about Mississippi?
We've done Mississippi. We got to look at other places in the South. Let's look at Spring Hill, Tennessee. Let's find one we like. I'm kind of tempted to go for it. What do you think?
New construction, $500,000.
In Spring Hill, Tennessee, yep. And it's nice out there. These are nice houses. A lot of them are continuing.
Yeah, a lot of people are from California are moving to Tennessee.
Yeah, and Spring Hill is one of the most, one of the nicest areas. That would be a nice area to live if you could just afford it. Because, now 1.7 million Spring Hill, Tennessee. It's only on 4 acres. It's got to be spectacular at that price range. I'm still looking for one that I like, y'all. New constructions. But they're in communities. You'd think in Tennessee they'd have land where, look at this, on a 4,000 square foot lot, really? I don't know. These developers are making a killing off people. In a world of 2020, do you really want to live on a quarter acre if you have $500,000? I don't. These houses should be on an acre apiece, man. They really should. I don't like them. Let me look for one that's got land. None of them have land. Okay, here's one that's got 10 acres, but it's $850,000. Let's check it out, y'all. It was built in 2016, so it's fairly new. It's in Spring Hill, Tennessee, not Spring Hill, Florida. Spring Hill, Tennessee is not as trashy as Spring Hill, Florida. All right, y'all, let's look at this house. Big lot, big house. Let's look at it. Big price tag. Why is this trying to get me to schedule a viewing? This is what I don't like about these big houses. They're always trying to schedule you to see them. And I don't want to see them. Very spacious in the interior. Nice kitchen. Oh, I love the appliances. They look very sharp. Very nice. It gets cold as crap in Tennessee. I like how big and spacious the house is on the interior. I'm sure the electrical bill. The electrical bill on this house has to be ridiculous. Heating and cooling on a house this big has got to be ridiculous. But again, big price tag house. I love the bathroom. Sorry. Let's see here. I won't be able to get rid. Once you get this screen here, you can't get rid of it. But anyways, I love the bathroom. I actually do. I love the color combinations. Whoever designed this did a really great job. It's kind of small bedroom here. Big bathrooms. Wood floors. New appliances again. Oh yeah. I mean, a house this big. This is probably the basement. It's got its own. You gotta have. I mean, a house this big, you're gonna have an entertainment area. This is great. I mean, you could throw a wedding down here pretty much. because Michigan is overrated. Nashville has surprisingly high. Yes, no, Nashville's isn't that high. It's about 11, 12. It's like Jacksonville or Louisville. It's about what any city that size is. In Nashville, man, the first time I went to Nashville, I used to live in Louisville, Kentucky, and we would go to Nashville at least once a year. And man, if you saw the Nashville of 1999 and what it is today, that city has gone a long way. Nashville was more hood than Louisville. And we were in Louisville, Kentucky. And we went to Nashville and we were like, wow, this is hood. Pretty much. Here's the back of the house. It's big. It is big. Is it up on a hill or something? It's got a wraparound Porsche. I don't like this, to be honest. It's a big house, but I'm not like impressed by it or anything. I love the entranceway. That's pretty. But it's not very different than what I got. And my house isn't. Oh, yeah. It's up on a hill all by itself. That's a nice little touch. It's up on a hill all by itself. Lots of land all the way around it. All to yourself. I can see it. I really can. I don't know if there's houses this expensive in Orangeburg, South Carolina. But let's take a look at what's going on in Orange. I know how to spell orange. Come on. Orangeburg, South Carolina. And again, Orange. No, please don't take me to California. Please do not take me to California. I don't think there's anything that expensive in Orangeburg. Orangeburg has its crappy sides. I'm not a fan of South Carolina, to be honest. I've worked in South Carolina briefly. We ended up in California. Okay, let's get out of here. We want to be in Orangeburg. My internet is frustrating. Yeah, I saw palm trees. And I was like, really? No, of course it's not South Carolina. I mean, they have Orangeburg, South Carolina. Very friendly people out there. This one. Let's click on this one. It's a big house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3,000 square foot, 24 acres. That is a lot of room to stretch and do whatever you want, y'all. It gets cold and snowy. I don't know how you personally do with snow, but if you wanted a secluded place, then this would probably be it. And again, friendly people in this town. It's got a few rough, friendly people in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Probably one of the friendliest places I've been to. The only thing you got to watch out for South Carolina is, and then we'll look at the rest, you don't want to end up near a pig farm. There's a lot of pig farms in South Carolina, and you can smell them from like a mile away, at least. So keep that in mind if you're buying in South Carolina. Make sure you don't end up near a pig farm. I built a big barn on my 7 acres in Alabama, no permits at all. I know, that's what I love. You can just build in Alabama. I love it. Oh, this is beautiful. So the house is big, and then it's got a beautiful Churchill Downs style. Oh man, when you get for your money in the South, look at this, y'all. You got lakes, you got, horse stables if you're into horses or something, I guess. Look at the size of that concrete driveway. The house is big. It's probably got a pool because it's got that big back. Look at all the land you have. Now, you do have a few neighbors. It looks like there's a house across the street, but they're on a lot of land too. So when you got that much land, you can really do whatever you want. Surrounded by pine lands, just absolutely beautiful. This is my definition of if I had money, the type of property I would want. A nice lake. It looks big enough to stock it with some big bass. Oh yeah. That is $700 some thousand on 23 acres, y'all. You can really get bang for your buck in the South. This is beautiful. 23 acres. You got your horse stalls. I don't know what the crap they're called. A barn. Love the front door. Love the tile work. Love the detail. These aren't just regular doors. These are beautiful, specially made doors. Probably. Look at this pool. My goodness, that's beautiful. That is stunningly beautiful. Overlooking a lake. You're not going to see a neighbor out there. Nothing. $740,000. That's what a house in Estero, Florida, or Marco Island. Yeah, it's beautiful, and you got golf access. But come on, dude. All you hear is your neighbors. You live in Marco Island, all you hear is a leaf blower, a leaf blower, a generator, all day long. The sound of people. He'll be to just sit here on this chair, overlooking this pool, with Katie in a bikini, bringing me hot chocolate. All right, this is beautiful. I don't know what they were thinking with this round pool cage. That's a very odd detail, but to each their own. I'm sure they had their reasons to do it that way. Notice the little fire pit. They turned it on for the photo. Very nice detail. Beautiful pool. Beautiful view. Nice and spacious out there. They got their barbecue grill out there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, man. I need to get some money, y'all, for real. Hey, baby. Come here. This, you would not believe what you get for your money in South Carolina, baby. Orangeburg. This house is on 23 acres. Look at this kitchen. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, Orangeburg. It's on 23 acres. It's got its own lake.
How much is it?
$750. I know. But what is $750 in Naples gets you like a regular house, you know?
A house in
This
Naples
is
Park.
a house in Naples Park. This is an estate. I mean, this thing is, it's got its own wine cellar. Dude, your money really goes far in the South. This house, baby, is incredible. It's got its own lakes.
Wow.
It's got its own horse stables and everything. It's got a giant pool. It's incredible. It's just, it's horse country. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that marble. I cannot believe, like, if you had to build this, you would probably spend $2 or $3 million to do this. Think about what it costs to build this house. You're getting a $2 or $3 million. If you were to try to rebuild this, you would probably be spending $2 or $3 million. I'd figure.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling the wallpapers, but I guess it has like 20 bathrooms or something. Oh yeah, it's got its own private cinema with the really expensive chairs. Remember these chairs?
What chair? Oh,
These,
yeah.
We almost got these, but then we looked at the price tag. We're like, nope.
Yeah.
What you making?
Hot chocolate.
Is that for me?
Yeah, you asked me to bring it to you in a bikini. I didn't have a bikini, so
Oh.
I made the...
Okay, this is not exactly what I
heard it beaming through the house.
Yeah. You're in your underwear. That's not really a bikini. Okay. That doesn't help. Okay, I have Katie in her underwear making me hot chocolate right now. The sexy part was more based around the pool in our house here in Alabama. It's not as romantic as it.
You asked.
I didn't. I mean, I asked. Yeah, in a big giant house with a pool, not here in Alabama in our little ranch.
Well, this is what you get.
This is what you get. Okay, this is what you get. This is all you get, Jose. This is incredible. My mind is blown, and you got pine trees. My mind is blown. Imagine if you were trying to rebuild this. They have pavers inside of the horse stalls. What is that? It sounds like something farting. What is that? Is that the creamer?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sounds like somebody farting. Look at the wood. This is. Am I the only person? My ex-girlfriend lives in Brooksville, Florida. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Maybe it's Tito's. Oh, it's not. Okay, we gotta cut that out. I know a lot of people in Brooksville, man, because in Brooksville, they have the GHC Pigeon Racing Club. I know a lot of people in Brooksville. Like, I probably know 200 people in Brooksville.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people in Brooksville. In Bama, a lot of people open carry. I've seen girls in Walmart carrying a 40. Yep. That's what's up, man. You can do whatever you want out here. What a beautiful horse. I mean, they're real horses. They got their names. These are racing horses. I cannot believe how much of a property this is for that price. Look at that horse, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not as sexy as I envisioned.
Is that the house that was for sale a while ago?
No, I've never seen this thing. I hadn't looked at the pine trees. Look at all the pine
Yeah,
trees.
it's definitely not the house.
Baby.
There was one house you messaged the realtor is horse for sale.
Oh, yeah. So I was looking at a house on Realtor. I was really bored. Look at home prices in Michigan. We'll look at Michigan in a second.
Look at Canadian,
But this, no, we can't. This is about the South. You and your, what's the word I'm not allowed to say around here?
Can I say
New York Yankee.
it?
You New York Yankees. We're doing the South today. We ain't doing no Michigan.
Man, I won't make you the hot chocolate.
Oh, forgot she's from Michigan. All right, we'll look at some houses in Michigan because I want the hot chocolate. I'm being extorted here. Anyways, I cannot believe that for $750,000 you're getting all that. House built in 2006. Unbelievable. Orangeburg, South Carolina, y'all. Yep. It's like that.
Look at it, baby.
What are you looking at? You're uploading your video?
It's already done.
It's already done. Potato Divine. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Wow. She made this thing today. Stop trying to steal my subscribers again. Get out of here with that crap, man. This
You
one's
can
got
all
palm.
watch the video later tonight.
Uh-huh. Pirate. So this one's got 82 acres. Man, we should have gone to South Carolina instead, baby. But it gets cold as crap in South Carolina. It's already pending.
How much is it?
This one's $640. It's got 82 acres.
But could we afford something like that?
Oh, but we've been here. 1910, it's an old house.
We can't afford that. We couldn't afford a regular house.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we had looked in Orangeburg.
Yeah. I did before we left.
You thought about Orangeburg?
Yeah, I looked all over. I couldn't find anything that fit our
needs?
budget.
Our needs? Really?
Yeah.
Because these big houses are incredibly cheap.
Well, it's a big house, Jose, in the South.
Yeah, I guess. There really wasn't anything in our price range when we were in Orangeburg?
Nothing to
Look at these oak trees. My
write
goodness.
home about.
Got an old barn. It's an old house. They're growing peanuts or something. Anyways.
We were looking under 100.
All right, let's look at Kentucky. Let's look at Shepherd's. I got this video. I'm sorry. I know you guys are asking me for Michigan. We'll look at Michigan briefly, but come on. Spring Hill, Florida is meth and trailers. Or meth and trailer parks. Haha. Yeah, I try to tell people. How do you spell Shepherdsville? Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Got Shepherdsville, Indiana. And then Shepherdsville, Kentucky.
You gonna be nice?
Nope, we got to keep it in the South.
Fine, I'll make
How do you
this
stare at it?
myself.
Shepherdsville, Kentucky. I am nice, but this video is titled Stuff in the South, and you're trying to get me to look at some crap in some northern... no, bring it back. Bring it back. I want it. Okay, after I finish Kentucky, I'll go to Michigan. But this video is not about northern states. It's about the South. Thank you for the hot chocolate. You can leave now. In your underwear. By the way, you said bikini. You're wearing on. Go away. You're interrupting my business time. Get out of here. You crack me up. How can I titled the video Houses in the South and y'all trying to get me to go to Michigan. All right, Kentucky, guys. Kentucky's next. We're in Kentucky, guys. So, midnight in Florida, it's still 82 degrees. I know, man. Isn't that horrible? It is so... I could probably open my door right now, and it's beautiful outside. It's great, man. That's the one thing I really... JD, that's the one thing I really... I hope you don't get mad at me, JD, but we're pretty much got to keep it in the South in this video. Show Springdale, Arkansas. I will. Okay, Springdale, Arkansas. By the way, welcome on board, Catherine. My wife is a Catherine. Catherines are the best women you will find. All right, so we're going to look at Kentucky, and then from Kentucky, we're going to switch into Arkansas. We got to cover the whole South. I already like this cabin, but let me just browse through here quickly. I think it's going to be this cabin right here. This is a beautiful area in Kentucky. It's called Shepherdsville. Lots of memories here growing up. You guys know I lived in Kentucky. Can you please show Springdale, Arkansas? That's next. Caffrins. Is that a cabin? I think it is a cabin. T-can. T-can. All right. So we're looking at a 325, almost 5,000 square foot house in Shepherdsville. What an amazing view. Wow. Great area in Kentucky. They bought this house for 320 and now they're at almost twice that. Let's take a look here. It's been on the market for 12 days. Log cabins take a lot of work, but you have to kind of, you don't see too many log cabins in the deep south because, okay, they made this really awesome cocoa chocolate for me. Hot chocolate. Should have brought me a napkin though. I'll get it. See, I'm having hot chocolate. It is 82 degrees in Florida. You are not having. Louisville is considered the South. However, it's a real Midwestern city in vibes and all. It's a weird city. Louisville, is technically part of the South, but it's a Midwestern city. It's kind of odd where it's at, but it's definitely the Ohio River is the Mason-Dixon line, so Louisville is definitely part of the South. I like this property. Let's take a look at it real quick. It's in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Beautiful rural area. Great area. It's actually, it's lots of memories out there for me. Shepherdsville, Kentucky. I love the touches on this house. It's like a cabin, real wood. Ooh, I love cabins. But the thing about a cabin is in the deep south, you just can't do a cabin in the deep south. The humidity will quite literally destroy. Like, in Spring Hill, JD, I know you've seen them around Brooksville and all that. You see a lot of wood cabins. Whoever built those houses there, I appreciate the effort, but I don't know what the crap they were thinking putting up a wood cabin in Florida. This is beautiful. You kind of got to get a little bit north of Atlanta, Tennessee, Kentucky, and then you start to see a lot of wood cabins. By the way, we should probably look at Blue Ridge and Hiawassee and Cummings. We should probably, I don't know how much time we're going to get into this live stream, but we should probably look at the Georgia area as well. This video could really have a lot of content. Wow, I love that fireplace, by the way. This is a great property. Really nice, very clean. I love the fireplace, the detail on the wood. Nothing like a good log cabin. I'm sipping my hot chocolate with marshmallows in it. Lots of sugar. You can feel it. I almost want to open my back porch door just to feel that cool Alabama night. Nice and cool outside right now. Every night I'll spend an hour or two outside. A few nights ago I talked to my friend on the phone. I spent 4 hours outside on the phone. That's how nice the evenings are here. When it cools down, you walk outside. It's so cool. It's amazing. Anyways, this is Shepherdsville, Kentucky. I mean, we don't have to see the whole property, but I can already tell you this is a spectacular property. I mean, I love it. I would love to live in something like this. And Shepherdsville, Kentucky is a great area. Not too far from Louisville. This is just spectacular. I love it. This hot chocolate feels so good right now. Amazing. I had a neighbor in Florida who would, on very cold nights, just in the Dominican Republic, and she would make me hot cocoa from like real chocolate or whatever. It was awesome stuff, but of course, that's once a year in Florida. I love this. This is an awesome property. And in Kentucky, there's not as much small town politics as there are here in Alabama. One thing I'll tell you about Alabama is you're going to have to deal with a lot of small town politics down here. Now I want some hot chocolate. Laugh out loud. I know. I don't like the wood stove in the fireplace. I think that's a nice touch. But I get you don't like it. That's fine. Lame says same. I don't smoke, but sometimes I like to sit outside. I don't smoke either, by the way. I don't smoke. Never have. I said on the phone. I didn't sit outside and smoke for 4 hours. That's ridiculous. I sat outside and I talked on the phone. I'm sorry if I'm not talking clearly. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I meant to say I spent 4 hours on the phone outside talking to a friend on a cool night, not smoking outside for 4 hours. I'd die if I did. Anyways, oh, look at the view. Wow, that's what's up right there. I just don't get how, with these beautiful houses that you can get in Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, how people get so fascinated with Southwest Florida. And really, there's so much more to the South, man. I love this. Out of all the houses I've seen so far, I like this one the most. There's so much character to it, you know? This is really amazing. It's so beautiful. Kind of low ceilings in a few places. I think they should have opened it up a little bit more, probably. But I really love it. I think they could have gone with a more open feel in some of these places. Very clean. I love it. Again, it's a massive house, so, I mean, we're not even halfway through this. Again, I'm sure the heating cost on a house like... Look at the back porch. Here we go. That's amazing. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the views, guys. I mean, that's really the cream of the crop on this house right here. Look at the views. Can you imagine watching the fall colors change here in this mountain? Sitting right on your back porch. That is what I'm talking about, man. That is what I'm talking about right there. Kentucky, y'all. Amazing. Just stunning. It's a big house, but it really doesn't feel like it's a big house. You know? They did a really good job on this house. And the land itself, amazing. Really good job on this house. I like it. Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. The view alone. There it is in the winter. Oh, wow. They threw a winter picture in here. Really good job. Look at this after a snowfall, y'all. There it is. After a snowfall. Incredible. I could watch that all day, man. That's beautiful. Alright, guys. So now we gotta hop into Arkansas. I could look at this house all day, by the way. Oh, I bet the falls and the winters on this property are beautiful. Really good job. So one of our subscribers mentioned Arkansas. Let's find it here. Springdale, Arkansas. And finally, if we have no other ideas, I might hop over into Michigan. But we really got to keep it in the South. Wow. Okay. I like what I see. I really like what I see here. Some I like more than others. But we'll find one I really like. Ooh, how about this multifamily? Just kidding, y'all. We'll find one I like here. I guess one of the first ones were pretty nice. This one caught my eye, and so did this one. Let's click on this one, guys. It's already pending. It's got quite the price tag. It's $840, so that's on the high end of what we've looked at here today. Again, all these really expensive houses, they're going to try to make you get a schedule. I love the pool. Who wouldn't? Very clean. Very nice. Arkansas's got some great areas too. I would have done Arkansas, but I'll tell you why I didn't do Arkansas. And it might just sound ridiculous to you guys, but I'll tell you why. I was considering Arkansas. We consider everything really. Like we were at the point where we were so unhappy with where we were that we considered everything and anything, and we did consider Arkansas. And I had a friend that lived in Arkansas, and he said some things about me on the not me, but my who I am as a Cuban, and it felt like that he was so backwards that maybe that reflected how everybody else was in that area. So I didn't like Arkansas because of how backwards. It seems like Arkansas might be more. I've dealt with a lot of backward behavior here in Alabama, not from a racially or nationalistic background, just small town politics. It doesn't matter where you're from, you're gonna have to deal with small town politics. I really haven't dealt with racism in Alabama. I have not. Somebody called Katie a Yankee. Big deal. I didn't know I could do that to her. Now every time I'm mad, it's like you dang dang dang. You know what I mean? I didn't know I could do that to her to offend her, but now I know I can do that. And it wasn't even offensive to us because it was like we didn't even know we could be called that. Hey, that's the couch we have. The little thing in the middle folds down. It's got a big barn in the back too, big building. All right, that's cool. Lots of projects going on in here. That's a lot of money though. It's kind of high on the price range. I don't see deals though. It's kind of like Madison, Alabama. Very nice area, but you don't find deals. You find that it's kind of overpriced. You don't find deals for sure. Let's see what we got here. Again, look at this. Small lots, you just don't find deals in these really up and coming little towns. You gotta kind of think a little bit outside the box to find a deal. In the South, if you go for the popular spots, you're definitely not going to get a deal anywhere. See, I'm not really seeing. They have some incredible houses in Madison. Like, look at that, $2.8 million. That is a crap load of money, man. Did I say Wisconsin? I meant to say Alabama. I get confused all the time. See what I mean? Like, you're not. These are big price tags on small lots. If I'm going to live in a big house, it's gotta be on a big lot. I am not gonna live in $1 million house and have to smell somebody else's farts next door. All the modern houses really are cookie cutters. AJ, you're absolutely right. How did you and Katie meet? Not on this story. We told a story, Walton Boys, on one of the last videos. But that's maybe one of my walk-around video questions. Today we're trying to keep it real estate, so I know I'm ignoring a few questions. I know I'm ignoring a lot of questions today on my live streams, and I don't like to do that. Louisiana, I don't like Louisiana at all. I'm sorry, but I don't. If I were going to look in Louisiana, I think... let's see here. Let's pick a good town here. I just don't like Louisiana, and I'm sorry to say that because it's a state with a lot of great people, but I just don't like Louisiana. I'm sorry, y'all. I know it doesn't sound right, but let's do Lewisburg, Madisonville. Maybe in here somewhere I would do Louisiana, but I'm just not feeling it. I don't know, y'all. I don't like Louisiana. It's so high crime. I mean, there's How about Abita Springs? That's a good one. It's a really nice little town. There's not too much I like in Louisiana. I don't like Louisiana. For one, it has the highest incarceration rate of any other state. This town's really nice right here. If my internet wanted to work, it does. Okay. So this is probably, let's see what they got here. Abita Springs is probably one of the nicest areas. I don't like Louisiana. I just don't. And I don't want to recommend Louisiana. They have the highest incarceration rate of any other state. Like, there are nice areas like anywhere. Every state's got good and bad areas. But, you know, I don't know. Let's look at the houses. Austin, Texas. I'm just not big on Louisiana, y'all. I'm sorry. And I don't mean to be offensive. You can buy a shirt in Louisiana. How's this, y'all? Here we go. It's been on the market for a long time and it hasn't sold. That's a bad sign. Built in 2016, so it's practically new. It doesn't say how big the lot is. That's an oddball. Alright. As far as the house, I love the design. Very country. I love the house, by the way. Not feeling the interior in the least bit. I like the outside. Don't like what they did on the interior. I think they did a great job on the outside of this house, but not the interior. Beautiful property on the outside. The inside's kind of crappy. There's a lot of Latinos moving into Louisiana. But I think Abita Springs is probably the only area, like up in here somewhere, you know, across from Lake Pontchartrain for sure. Slidell might have a few nicer areas as well, but I honestly don't like New Orleans, Louisiana area. I'm sorry, y'all. So the other suggestion you guys made, we'll ask you on a different video. We'll answer these questions that are more personal. Corpus Christi, for real? Corpus Christi? Back to Texas. Texas is almost the central part of the South. To me, the South is Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Kentucky. I think West Virginia and Virginia are really mid-Atlantic. For me, they're mid-Atlantic. I do consider Kentucky part of the South. Virginia and West Virginia, I don't think I consider them South. And again, back to Louisville. Louisville almost feels like a Midwestern city. It really does. In a lot of ways. Plano, Texas. Let's look at Plano, Texas. I'm not a fan of Texas. If I were to end up in Texas, it would probably be up here. In this little corner up here. New Boston, Texarkana, Spring Hill, Texas, Clarkville, Paris. I looked at Bogota. There's a house in Bogota. These are places that, I tell you what, you'll get a deal in Texas. But it seems like really hard to make a